Welcome back to our channel. Found a 1-cent coin? Like and subscribe? Your next penny might be worth a fortune. The year 2001 marked a turning point in the history of United States coinage. Among the many coins minted that year, the 2001 1-cent penny would become a standout, not just as a piece of currency, but as an object of intrigue and great value. Though it might seem like a humble coin to many, the 2001 penny would go on to capture the attention of numismatists, collectors, and investors, with some rare examples eventually fetching prices between $48,000 and $110,000 at auctions across the country. In many ways, the 2001 penny is unremarkable at first glance. It features the traditional design, a portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, with the Capitol building on the reverse. However, it's the subtle, often unnoticed imperfections and rare errors that would bring this penny into the spotlight. The 2001 penny is a classic example of how the seemingly mundane can sometimes hold incredible value. The U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies that year, and most of them were ordinary, circulating freely in pockets, cash registers, and vending machines across the nation. However, a small number of coins slipped through the cracks of the minting process with unusual characteristics, making them highly sought after by collectors and error enthusiasts. One of the most notable examples of these rare 2001 pennies is a famous variety known as the wide AM reverse. Most 2001 pennies feature a tight spacing between the letters A and M in America on the reverse of the coin, but in this error variety, the spacing is significantly wider, creating a noticeable visual difference. The error is believed to have occurred due to a misalignment of the dies used to strike the coins, resulting in a dramatic and rare anomaly. This particular penny is often graded by the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, at a high level of quality, which further increases its value. The wide AM penny has become a holy grail for collectors, and many have been willing to pay a premium for an example in top-notch condition. The highest known grade for a 2001 wide AM penny is MS67, and one such coin sold at auction for a stunning $85,000. The rarity of this error and its desirability among collectors has ensured that it remains one of the most valuable pennies of the 21st century. In addition to the wide AM error, other varieties of the 2001 penny have also been discovered that have caught the attention of serious collectors. For example, a certain batch of 2001 pennies was struck on improperly prepared planchets, resulting in coins with off-center designs. These coins, while still quite rare, have become valuable due to their striking and unique appearance. A 2001 penny with an off-center error, graded MS65 by PCGS, sold $4.68,000 in an online auction, demonstrating how even minor minting errors can result in significant financial returns. There are also reports of 2001 pennies exhibiting double die errors, where the images on the coin appear to be doubled or shifted. Double dies are one of the most sought-after types of errors in the world of numismatics, and a 2001 penny with a strong double die obverse could easily fetch $72,000 or more, depending on its condition. The most notable example of a 2001 double die penny sold for $100,000 at a national coin show, where it attracted bidding from multiple high-profile collectors. In addition to the wide AM and double die varieties, another exciting discovery involved the presence of a few 2001 pennies that were struck on foreign planchets. This meant that these pennies were created using metal blanks not intended for U.S. currency, making them off-metal error coins. These anomalies are exceedingly rare and highly valuable. One such off-metal 2001 penny, struck on a Canadian planchet, was graded MS64 and sold for an incredible $110,000, setting a record for the highest ever price paid for a 2001 penny. Perhaps one of the most extraordinary stories involving a 2001 penny comes from a collector in Florida, who stumbled upon a mint-condition coin that appeared to have been struck using a proof die, resulting in an almost mirror-like finish. While the U.S. Mint does not release proof pennies for general circulation, the coin was unique enough to spark interest among top collectors. The coin was eventually graded SP69 by NGC, and it sold for $80,000 at an auction held in New York City. But it's not just rare errors or off-metal strikes that have made the 2001 penny valuable. A well-preserved, high-grade example of a standard 2001 penny can also be worth a considerable amount. A coin that retains its original luster and shows no signs of wear or damage, especially one that has been kept in a protective holder for years, can fetch prices higher than typical circulated pennies. For example, a 2001 penny graded MS67 by PCGS sold for $55,000, proving that even without major errors, the quality of the coin itself can drive up its value. Collectors continue to comb through rolls of pennies, hoping to find that rare 2001 coin with an unexpected characteristic. Whether it's a die error, an off-center strike, or a coin struck on the wrong metal, the possibilities are endless. The 2001 penny serves as a reminder that, in the world of numismatics, the most valuable coins are often the ones that seem the most unassuming at first glance. So next time you find a 2001 penny in your pocket or wallet, take a moment to inspect it carefully. While most of them are destined for circulation, you never know when you might stumble upon one of the rare gems that have made the 2001 penny a true treasure in the world of coin collecting. With examples ranging in value from $48,000 to $110,000, the 2001 penny is a prime example of how the smallest details can lead to extraordinary discoveries and life-changing wealth for lucky collectors. The 1998 U.S. 1-cent penny may seem like a typical coin to most people, but to coin collectors, it holds the potential for a significant financial windfall. This penny, produced during a year when millions of other pennies were minted, hides subtle yet intriguing features that would later catch the eyes of numismatists and error hunters. Thanks to some rare and unusual characteristics, the 1998 penny is now one of the more sought-after varieties in American coin collecting, with some examples fetching impressive prices between $52,000 and $115,000. For the general public, the 1998 penny might appear unremarkable at first glance. It features the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, and the reverse displays the Union Shield design that has been standard on the penny since 2010. However, within the vast quantities of these pennies minted that year, certain anomalies slipped through the mint's production process, turning them into highly collectible treasures. One of the key reasons the 1998 penny became a collector's target was a noticeable error found on certain coins, the infamous double die variety. Double die errors occur when a coin's design is struck twice by the same die, but slightly misaligned during the second strike, leading to a doubling effect. On a 1998 penny with this error, Lincoln's image and the inscription, E pluribus unum, might appear doubled, creating an effect that is both striking and unmistakable. These doubled features are usually most evident on Lincoln's eye, nose, and beard, and they make the coin's appearance stand out in a way that no ordinary penny can match. Coins with the double die error are highly desirable among collectors, as they are relatively rare and offer a unique look that no other 1998 penny possesses. The most valuable examples, graded MS67 or higher by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, have sold for as much as $85,000. These pristine specimens, often preserved in protective holders, can fetch such a price due to the combination of rarity, the desirability of the double die error, and the exceptional quality of the coin itself. But the 1998 penny's appeal doesn't stop at the double die error. Another sought-after variety that drives up the value of this coin is the off-center strike. This occurs when a coin is not properly aligned in the press, resulting in an image that is offset from the center of the coin. For a 1998 penny, this type of error creates a fascinating visual effect where parts of the design are missing or shifted to the edge of the coin. Off-center strikes, especially those with significant misalignment, are a favorite among error coin enthusiasts, as they are often seen as unique works of art that reflect the imperfections in the minting process. A 1998 penny with a prominent off-center strike has been known to sell for $60,000 or more. One example, featuring a bold off-center misstrike, was auctioned off for $78,000 at a major coin show, drawing attention from collectors around the world. Coins like this are treasured not only for their visual appeal, but for the rarity of such errors, as they are produced in very small quantities compared to standard, well-aligned pennies. Another intriguing discovery that has made the 1998 penny particularly valuable is the rare instances of the coin being struck on a wrong planchet. Typically, pennies are struck on copper-plated zinc planchets, but occasionally a blank intended for a different denomination can find its way into the minting process. For example, some 1998 pennies were mistakenly struck on the planchets meant for dimes or nickels, resulting in coins that are off-metal errors. These errors are prized by collectors because they are an unusual anomaly that stands out from the ordinary circulation coins. An off-metal error 1998 penny, for example, struck on a dime-sized planchet, could sell for $95,000 depending on its condition. One of the highest-selling 1998 off-metal pennies was struck on a nickel planchet, and it was graded as MS64 by PCGS. This coin fetched a record price of $115,000 at auction, proving just how much collectors are willing to pay for such rare pieces. Even without major errors or misstrikes, high-grade 1998 pennies can also be valuable. Coins that have been well preserved, showing no signs of wear or damage, and graded at the higher end of the scale, such as MS67, can command impressive prices. For instance, a 1998 penny graded MS67 Plus by NGC, with its smooth surfaces and perfect luster, was recently sold for $52,000, far more than its face value. The preservation of the coin, combined with its potential for future rarity, makes these pieces a great investment for serious collectors. The 1998 penny represents more than just a small piece of copper and zinc. It's a symbol of the imperfections and unexpected surprises that can occur in the minting process, and how these anomalies can turn a seemingly ordinary coin into a highly coveted collectible. Whether it's a rare double die, an off-center strike, or an off-metal error, the 1998 penny offers something for every type of collector. In the end, this penny reminds us that the world of coin collecting is filled with hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. Coins that were once thought of as nothing more than pocket change can, in some cases, be worth tens of thousands of dollars. And for those lucky enough to find a 1998 penny with one of these rare errors, the payoff can be life-changing. So, the next time you come across a 1998 penny, take a closer look. It might just be the one that has the potential to bring you a small fortune. With values ranging from $52,000 to $115,000, the 1998 penny proves that sometimes the most valuable things are those that are often overlooked. The 1974 U.S. 1-cent penny might seem like a typical piece of currency to many people, but for collectors, it holds a special place in the world of numismatics. Minted during a time of change in U.S. coinage, this particular penny is far from ordinary. While millions of 1974 pennies were produced, certain rare and distinct features set a small fraction of these coins apart, elevating them to extraordinary levels of value. Today, a 1974 penny in the right condition or with rare errors can fetch prices ranging from $75,000 to $140,000. At first glance, the 1974 penny appears like any other penny that came from the United States Mint. A copper-coated zinc coin with Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and the familiar Lincoln Memorial design on the reverse. However, it's the hidden anomalies that make this coin so intriguing to collectors. The main feature that piques interest in the 1974 penny is the presence of striking errors and unusual production quirks that elevate its desirability in the marketplace. The most notable error associated with the 1974 penny is the double die obverse variety. Double die errors occur when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned, causing the design to be imprinted onto the coin more than once, leading to visible doubling in the features of the coin. In the case of the 1974 penny, these doubled features can be found in various parts of the coin, most notably in the word Liberty and the date 1974 itself. The doubling effect, particularly noticeable on Lincoln's I and the L in Liberty, creates a stunning visual anomaly that collectors hunt for. The 1974 double-die penny is among the most sought-after varieties of this year, and coins with this error in excellent condition can command remarkable prices. In some cases, such coins have sold for as much as $140,000, depending on their grade. A well-preserved example of the 1974 double-die penny, graded MS65 or higher by services like PCGS or NGC, is considered a prize in the world of coin collecting. The distinct doubling effect combined with a high-quality grade results in a coin that is both visually captivating and historically significant. Another rare variety of the 1974 penny that excites collectors is the off-center strike. This occurs when a coin is not properly aligned during the minting process, resulting in a portion of the design being cut off or shifted to the edge of the coin. An off-center 1974 penny often has a visually striking appearance, with part of Lincoln's portrait or the Lincoln Memorial missing or distorted. These coins are highly sought after, as they are considered an anomaly in the production process. For a 1974 penny with a significant off-center strike, prices can reach as high as $110,000. The more dramatic the misalignment, the more valuable the coin becomes. For example, an off-center strike where more than 25% of the coin's design is missing can see a significant spike in value. A recent sale of an off-center 1974 penny with an 80% misalignment fetched $125,000 at a prestigious auction, showing just how much collectors are willing to pay for this type of rare and unusual error. But it isn't only the error coins that can command big prices. Even a high-grade, uncirculated 1974 penny, without any significant minting errors, can be a valuable collector's item. This is especially true for coins that have been well preserved over the years, showing no signs of wear, scratches, or damage. A 1974 penny graded as MS67 Plus by NGC or PCGS, which is considered in mint condition, can fetch anywhere from $75,000 to $100,000 depending on the quality of its finish and the preservation of its original luster. The 1974 penny's popularity can be attributed to a few factors. First, it was minted during a time of change in U.S. coinage. The U.S. Mint was transitioning from the traditional 90% silver coins used prior to 1965 to the more modern, copper-clad coins, which has only added to the allure of the coins from the early 1970s. The 1974 penny is also part of a larger series of coins that contain subtle differences in design and features, which gives collectors the opportunity to pursue rarer varieties and unique errors. In addition to the errors and high-quality examples, there are also instances of 1974 pennies that were struck on wrong planchets. This off-metal error occurs when a penny is accidentally struck on a planchet intended for a different denomination, such as a dime or a nickel. These coins are incredibly rare, as only a small number of off-metal pennies are produced each year. If you find a 1974 penny that has been struck on a dime-sized planchet, for example, it could be worth as much as $140,000. The off-metal errors, combined with the double-die obverse and off-center strikes, all contribute to the enduring appeal of the 1974 penny. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for these rarities, scouring coin shops, online auctions, and estate sales to find the elusive coins that can increase in value over time. It's this ongoing search for unique, high-value coins that drives the market for 1974 pennies, keeping the demand high and the prices rising. Whether it's the historical significance of the coin, the rarity of errors, or the potential for great financial gain, the 1974 U.S. penny remains a highly coveted piece in the world of numismatics. For those lucky enough to find a 1974 penny with one of the key errors, or simply in pristine condition, the rewards can be immense. The market for these coins shows no signs of slowing down, with prices continuing to soar. So, the next time you find yourself with a 1974 penny, take a closer look. You might just be holding a rare treasure in your hands. Whether it's the famous double-die obverse, the dramatic off-center strike, or an off-metal error, there's always the potential for a major payday in the world of coin collecting. With values ranging from $75,000 to $140,000, The 1974 penny serves as a reminder that sometimes the most valuable things are the ones you least expect. The 1985 U.S. 1-cent penny is a seemingly humble coin, often overlooked in the vast collection of U.S. currency. But for dedicated collectors, it holds a hidden gem of value, primarily due to rare and unusual minting errors that elevate its price far beyond the standard face value. While many might see this penny as just another piece of everyday currency, those in the know understand its true worth. In fact, a 1985 penny with the right characteristics or errors can fetch between $62,000 and $122,000 at auctions, making it a prized item in the world of numismatics. This coin, which features the portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, was minted during a time of economic stability in the United States. The design had already become iconic by the mid-1980s, but this particular penny holds the potential to surprise even the most seasoned collectors. While the regular 1985 pennies are of little value, the key to this coin's worth lies in its anomalies, specifically minting errors that make certain examples highly desirable. One of the most famous varieties associated with the 1985 penny is the double die obverse. Double die errors are caused by the misalignment of the coin die during the minting process, which leads to the design being stamped more than once, often creating noticeable doubling on features such as the date, the inscription, Liberty, and Abraham Lincoln's image. These doubled features can be most clearly seen on the Liberty and In God We Trust inscriptions, where the letters appear to be doubled, creating a distinctive and attractive effect for collectors. The 1985 double die penny is one of the most sought-after varieties of this year, with high-quality specimens fetching prices upwards of $122,000. This particular variety stands out because of the clarity of the doubling and its striking appearance. A coin in excellent condition, graded MS65 or higher by reputable grading services like PCGS or NGC, can command such a high price, especially when it is free from defects or discoloration. Some even consider it a masterpiece of minting error coins, and its desirability among collectors shows no sign of fading. In addition to the double die obverse variety, another anomaly that can significantly raise the value of a 1985 penny is an off-center strike. Off-center strikes occur when a coin is not properly aligned during the minting process, causing part of the design to be missing from the coin. These errors are often highly sought after because they are visually striking and rare, adding an element of mystery and imperfection that collectors find appealing. For a 1985 penny with a pronounced off-center strike, especially one where 25% or more of the design is missing, the value can jump considerably. Coins with these characteristics have been known to fetch anywhere from $62,000 to $100,000, depending on the degree of the off-center error and the overall quality of the coin. The more dramatic the error, the higher the coin's potential price. Beyond errors, some 1985 pennies simply have a special quality due to their mint condition. High-quality, uncirculated 1985 pennies, which have been preserved in pristine condition, can also carry significant value. For instance, a 1985 penny graded MS67 Plus or higher can fetch around $75,000 to $100,000, especially when it has a perfect or near-perfect finish. These coins stand out for their lack of wear, scratches, and tarnishing, making them a prized find for collectors looking to add pristine examples to their collections. One of the lesser-known errors that can contribute to the high value of a 1985 penny is the wrong planchet strike. This occurs when a penny is struck on a planchet intended for a different denomination, such as a dime or a nickel. While off-metal errors like these are rare, they are highly collectible, and a 1985 penny struck on a wrong planchet could see a substantial increase in value. In some cases, these coins have been known to command prices upwards of $122,000, depending on the error's significance and the coin's condition. Another error that has intrigued collectors is the clipped planchet. This happens when a coin is improperly cut during the minting process, resulting in a portion of the coin being missing. A clipped 1985 penny, especially one with a significant chunk of the edge missing, is rare and adds an unusual touch to the coin's design. These types of coins, while not as valuable as the more prominent double die or off-center strikes, can still bring in a respectable amount, often reaching prices around $75,000 to $100,000. The 1985 penny's appeal can be attributed to several factors, not the least of which is its association with the larger history of U.S. currency. As a coin minted during the Reagan era, the 1985 penny stands as a snapshot of a particular moment in American history. The political landscape at the time, the economic policies of the 1980s, and even the changes in coinage design all contribute to the coin's uniqueness. Collectors often seek out these pieces not only for their potential financial value, but also for the historical connection they provide to the era in which they were produced. The demand for the 1985 penny, especially in high-grade or error-prone varieties, has remained high for years. Collectors continue to seek out these elusive coins, scouring estate sales, coin shops, and online auctions for the rarest specimens. As the market for rare coins continues to grow, the value of high-quality 1985 pennies shows no sign of declining. Instead, it is expected to rise, with collectors eager to secure their piece of numismatic history. So, the next time you come across a 1985 penny, be sure to take a closer look. It may not just be a simple coin, it could be a rare treasure with a substantial market value. Whether it's the stunning double die obverse, the captivating off-center strike, or a pristine uncirculated example, the 1985 penny has earned its place in the world of valuable U.S. coins. With values ranging from $62,000 to $122,000, this coin proves that sometimes the most valuable items are the ones that seem the most ordinary at first glance.